Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now they'll try the jet sweep here. And an alley to run. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
He's checking.
On 3rd down, Drake. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here, as that'll bring up 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
They'll run. It's Drake. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Here we go. 21.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Cardinals' 23-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
43. Check. 43.
Pick it up. 65.
Now Mostert. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Let's go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on fourth. They're going to try a second time. To throw, it's Murray. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Coming this way, coming this way. Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. After the turnover, here's Murray. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
Cardinal first down.
Set, ready. Good, switch there. 54, right, 54. Block the pass.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
Ready, 50 on the base. Mark 54. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day on this. It's going to be a long day. Short.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Murray escaping the pressure right. He's got the first down and more past midfield. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Murray now on 1st down. Throw caught here by Bird. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Shift.
The 39-yard line.
Right there.
On 2nd down now. It's Drake, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let him know.
Running, it's Drake. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. To throw is Murray. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Nick Bosa, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Mike 54. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
3-0 after one on EA Sports.
Niners 3, Cardinals nothing.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. Know your job. 54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. All day, dog. Yeah. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Murray with a third and long. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play. But prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
Step out.
yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake.
You want this?
2.
After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers! Deebo Samuel, 38 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
Check 9, check 9. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Play action. Now it's Murray. He's going to look deep down the field. It's caught at the 10. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 47 yards. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. On first and goal, Drake. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's second and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines, as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Here's Murray. Steps away to his left. And the Cardinals are in. Touchdown. They've already been on record as saying, hey, if our rookie quarterback's going to tuck it and run on a scramble, we kind of hold our breath. Well, that was a maybe no, yes, as he's able to get into the end zone.
Are you saying he's got to learn where the line is about whether you keep your eyes downfield and try and find a receiver, or you tuck it and go? And I think there's going to be some growing pains with that. I think in this case, he made the right decision.
And we know he's got the speed. He showed it there. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A good run there to start the drive. 13 yards, first down. 13 yards there and a Niner first. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Here's Mostert. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Oh, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Here's another of the Cardinal backs. This is David Johnson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. Play fake. Murray steps away. And now he's going to use his legs. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And Fitzgerald has got it. Touchdown, Cardinals. Larry Fitzgerald, 28 yards, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that will get him one closer.
16, Cardinals 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. Rolling to his right. He's going to take off with it. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. Murray now, 3rd and goal. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works? And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Call that a gain of 38. A big march forward on the 3rd down conversion.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force them into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
3 down, 3 down. Watch the safety creep. Eleven. Check, 59. You don't want none. Give it. Pick up the ball. Check 59, Mike.
Mostert. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. 1st down San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
That's another 49er 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Alert.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 10. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now this time Murray to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble. They do go for it. It's Murray. Able to find Isabella. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Watch the run, watch the run. 54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Watch 54, watch 54. Not here.
1st down, Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's Murray from midfield. It's complete. It's Fitzgerald. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
3rd down.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Murray and company going for it on 4th. And he's got Fitzgerald. It'll be an Arizona 1st down on a gain of 17. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. To throw, it's Murray, and that is incomplete. The intended receiver was David Johnson, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Now Murray off play action. Buying time to his left. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. Murray sets to throw on 4th. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. D Ford. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield. Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road, and everybody said, why'd you go for it there? I think he just thought to himself, on the other side, if they get the ball, they're going downfield anyway. He was trying to end the game right there with his own offense.
From the 41, Garoppolo, Rodney Gunter, showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Completes it to Samuel. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Garoppolo now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
I can't believe they even let you play.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that's complete to Sanders. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now Garoppolo. And Sanders has got it complete.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. He finds Coleman. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Wide, get wide. Jim.
This is Mostert. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 36-yard line.
Here we go. 180!
It's 59, Mike the 59. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
49ers first down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game.
Let's go.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a first down in field goal range already. Going to give this time to the tailback. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. He's back to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Watch the whip.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. All right, now what can the Niners do as they face a big 2-point conversion here?
21.
They'll try and run it in with Coleman. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down here in a 1-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He'll run it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the 1st, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
Tighten up, tighten up.
Murray to throw. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
Gain of 21 yards. And the Cardinal first down.
Murray now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Check. Watch. No. We got it. Set.
Murray, one final try. And this is going to be caught. It's caught, and they've won the football game.
Brandon, you know I love boxing, right? You know I love big fights, right? I had given them the standing 8 count a few times along the way. And look at how this one ended.
Yeah, they had, well, I guess 9 lives, just like a cat, kept fighting, and they're in the end making the huge play to get the game winner.
I guess that's the epitome of you always have a puncher's chance.
We still have to try the extra point, so this is not a done deal yet. It's up, and it is good. So make this a 2-point victory in grand style. This one's over. Well, that was a fun game to witness, partner. A touchdown there at the very end to win this thing.
And that's really where the emphasis is, right? The touchdown to win it. I know that they put a little on top, right? What's your favorite dessert? You know, what do you put on top of your favorite dessert?
You put whipped cream. Maybe a cherry.
There you go. The whipped cream, the cherry, whatever you want to talk about, that's what they put on it. But the story, the touchdown to win it, that's how they got it done.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. And we'll get ready for the trek back to the city as we say so long from Santa Clara.
What a great city it is. We're going to have a blast tonight.